Hi everyone. Today I'm going to continue with my demo game and just see what I can do to make it better. Make it more challenging and hopefully make it fun. Because right now it works. I would call it a complete game, but the challenge is really just seeing how long you can press the W key at periodic intervals. There's really no challenge to it at all. It's a very, very boring game. So my goal today is to make it a game, something challenging, something enjoyable to play. So let's see what I can do to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to take away the meshes. I think it'll make more sense to just render them as cubes, all the objects as cubes, because when you're focused on gameplay, graphics don't really play as big of a role, in my opinion, at least. So what am I going to do? So what I want to do actually first, and I should have just done this yesterday, is I'm going to make a function, a separate function that renders the game. So static void, I'll just call it render game. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take the code that renders the game and just pull that out into its own function. So that's this. And so I also need to get all of this stuff as well. Don't really need the input codes, but yeah, I need the player and the obstacle. And then so now when I'm playing the game, I don't need that anymore. I'm just going to call that function. All right, so I also need that in debug mode. I want to render the game still, and then I can get rid of all of this here and render the game in game over mode. So let's see if that works. Okay, game state still works. Press B to go to debug mode, and it works. Yeah, I remember yesterday I thought I had broke this, but it was just because I didn't tell it to render when it was in debug mode. So simple as that. I'm done debugging. Oh, press space. Oh yeah, I forgot when I come out of debug mode, it resets the game. But that works. All right, so now I want to put the score over to the side a little bit. Really need to find a better way than hard coding this, but I think that's on my to-do list. Okay, so then I want to get rid of the textured meshes and just put debug cubes there. Actually, so I'll make the player blue and I'll make the obstacles red. All right, so now it's more accurate to what I'm actually doing. If I press the S key, it comes down faster. Okay, so let's give the player some more ups. So I think 50 makes it go really high. Keep forgetting I don't need to recompile the game every time. There we go. And then so if I want to come down faster, I have that option. All right, so now I don't know. I don't really know what kind of game I'm gonna do. Let me just see. So I think what I'm gonna do is make multiple obstacles because I just have the one here. So let me make a couple variables keep track here. So let's make a U32 for total obstacles. And then we'll make a U32 for max obstacle. Actually, probably just define that for now. And just like everything else, let's make it 256. So now obstacle becomes obstacles, and I want a max number of them. And so that's going to break everything. So first thing I'm doing when I initialize my obstacles, I need to say how many I'm making. So states total obstacles, we'll start with 2 for now. I just want to get 2 of them on the game. And so now I need to loop through that. And all of this is going to go in there. And so now that's obstacles at I. Should probably copy that. Okay, so I think that's all of them, and then I want to put them at I plus 1 times 35. So they'll just be 35 units apart, meters, I guess, virtual meters. And I'll just for now, I'll give them the same speed. Okay, so that's when I initialize them. So this no longer, in fact, I don't think I need this at all anywhere. So if I get rid of that, that should be okay. And then when I am checking for the player collision, I think I'm going to move all of this. Yeah, I'm going to comment that out for now. And then now this function becomes update obstacles. And so yeah, update obstacles. And so I need to know how many I'm looping through. All right, so everything pretty much stays the same. The only difference is now O points to obstacles at I, or at least the address of it. And I only need to get the delta time once. Okay, so that's that, and anything else? Check for player collision. Yeah, let me just comment that out for now. I'm gonna avoid that. All right, still got some obstacle here. 235. Oh yeah, so this is now. Oh yeah, so when I'm rendering my obstacles, I got to. We got to loop through all of them and loop them, or render them one at a time. And so now this goes inside of the loop and becomes obstacles at I. Okay, so let's see, what else? More bugs, 339, what else do you got for me? Okay, so when I reset the game, okay, I'm gonna have to make a separate function for that. So after render game, we're going to reset game. Passing in the game state pointer. Okay, so when I press the R key to reset the game, I am just going to now call that function and basically take that code from there, put it in reset game, and so all that's going to happen, and then I need to again iterate through all the obstacles and reset those. All right, now what else? More obstacle on 263. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, so that would also be obstacles at I. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just use O. Okay, that's it. It compiled. Now when I run it, what happens? I got my first obstacle and my second one, and now they're kind of weirdly staggered, but it's definitely got both of them at the same time. All right, so now I think if I just change this, it'll just change the game entirely. Let's just put it at 8, see what happens. Oh yeah, so there's no collision detection. And that's because I disabled it. Because I don't think, since I now have multiple obstacles, and I'm going to be iterating through them multiple places when I'm updating them, and then also when I'm drawing them. Which, I don't know, maybe I can optimize that out later, but it's fine for now. So anyway, I'm going to take this code here and put it inside of the update obstacles function. Okay, so that's already been done. The length is, yeah, so I'm getting the length of that obstacle to the player, and if it is less than 1, then death. And it restarts. Cool. So I wonder if now in my, so let me just get rid of this entirely. So if I initialize my game state, nah, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to vary the height of my obstacles. Just see what kind of challenge that provides. Where do I do that at? Update obstacles? No. Initialize game state. There we go. So really all I got to do is that here. You know what? I'm going to make a cheesy random number function. I'm going to put that at the very top of my game. static, make it sine 32. Wait, no, I want unsine 32. I'll just call it random u32. It'll take in a u32 for the initial seed in case I want to do that, but by default it'll just be set to 1. I don't even know if this is going to work. So I want to make a static function in here for the seed. So actually I'm going to call this just SD, and I'll call the seed, and that's going to equal SD. And I think that only happens the first time that function gets called. And then I'm going to set seed equal to the XOR shift, passing in seed as the seed for that, and then I'm going to return seed. What is my XOR shift? Is that in math? Yeah. I guess that's unsigned as well, so that's all good. Yeah, so yeah, I don't even know if that's going to work, but let's try. So now let's say that when I initialize my obstacles, I want to put the Y position at a random U32 modulo, I don't know, 5. And then I'm going to add 0.5 to that. So that's the lowest it can go. Oh, and I need to spell random correctly. All right. All right, it's getting there. 5 is a bit small. Let's try 10. I don't know if I can jump that high. So what if I make that part of the game where like you have to somehow, for some reason, jump in between narrowly put blocks like this? Like that would give you like more points or something. I don't know what to do. I guess now that I got this random number generation, I can give everything a random speed as well. Do no seed, but I want to modulo that by 30. Oh, that's gonna. I need to put some kind of minimum though. So I'm gonna get some that are going like really slow. Let's say the minimum is 5. It's gonna be really slow as well. Uh-oh. So I gotta do -5. What the heck? So if I just put -5, it should come, but really slow. Yeah. So if I put negative random U32 modulo 15, that should do it, right? Oh, is it because Wait, X velocity is a float. I guess I could just debug it. Okay, so that time it got 6, but positive 6. So probably, do I need to do this again? What if I don't make it negative? I keep forgetting I don't need to recompile the whole thing. Okay, so there it's fine, obviously. But I don't know why when I use my random, it doesn't work. It works fine here. So if I do that, minus 15. So it can go no slower than what it does by default. I mean, that should be the theory at least. Then it just disappears altogether. All right, so there was 10. And then we're looking at obstacles 2 now. Where did the obstacles go? So here's my state. Oh, there it is. Duh. Okay, and then x velocity 14. All right, but why are they positive though? Oh wait, because these are, oh geez. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. Okay, yeah, this has to all be cast to a sine 32. Wait, how do I do this? Yeah. Otherwise, you can't make it negative. Wait, so then, how do I do the casting? And then, yeah, so that should be minus 15, and then I want to negate all of that. I think that'll work. There we go. All right, and then we can copy this for when we reset the game. That can all just be O. I might as well do the height as well. All right, I think it's fine. It's still boring, but I want to change the color of all the cubes just so that I can kind of tell which ones are being reset and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give each obstacle cube its own color. So where did I put the obstacles? Right here. So right here seems good. Color. And so when I initialize them, I'm going to set the color equal to, let me see here, U32 max is -1. It's kind of a cheese, but it's fine. Then I want to say that the state's obstacles at i's color is equal to a vector for something 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 1. Okay, and then this is going to be, all right, so I got to cast this to a float. So random U32 divided by, let me do this here, F32 F max, or I'll say max F equals max. I can do that, right? Let me see, I don't even know. What do I got? Oh, I gotta divide that by something. Okay, so what is max F? Okay, so max is that, max F is E plus, so yeah, I think it's fine. I think it should work like this. So if I just say max F instead of 1, I'm basically trying to get this in a range of 0 to 1. So just generating a random number, dividing it by the maximum possibility it can be, and that should give me a random color. We'll see if that actually works. I don't know. Does not look promising. Oh, it's because I need to tell it to use that color when I render the game. There we go. Some colors are a little harder to see than others. So yeah, if I'm going to procedurally generate the colors, then I need to put some restrictions on it. I don't know, I need a way to increase the challenge over time. And a way to make it more exciting. Because I mean, I guess in theory I can sit here for most of the time and nothing happens. I don't know, this game is definitely boring, but I do have a lot of stuff to work on that would make it look a lot better and make it easier to work on. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'm going to think about ways I can improve this to make it more fun and more enjoyable. But until then, let me go ahead and save what I got. And actually, I'll say even more progress on demo game. All right, it's all good. See you next time. Thank you.